Today, the stage is set once again between these two football NAIA powerhouses. Morningside comes to Fort Wayne, where they've never won in 3 previous trips to the Summit City, but the Mustangs stayed unbeaten, clobbering St. Xavier 52-7 at home last Saturday afternoon. Green, with 168 points so far this season, ranks 3rd among all NAIA football scorers this season. 1st and 10 from the right side hash mark. Ferrer looks, steps up in the pocket, throws a bullet. He's got Gagner for a touchdown. 23 yards. And Gagner, nobody near him, and you'd love to see that, Sean.
The big fella coming through right there. He just stopped, waited for the ball. Ferrer put it right there, right in his breadbasket. He turned around, and there was nobody on him. So a blown coverage, and Gagner sniffed the end zone out. Great strike that time by the Cougars.
For Nick Ferrer, that is his 33rd touchdown pass of the year. 1st and 10, Solzman out of the pistol lineman now. They reset the fullback, as they'll give to Bubba Jenkins, and he's wrapped up and dropped for a loss inside the 25. Is that Jameson?
The textbook right there, Joe. It could be, I think it was 93.
Loss of 1 brings up 7.
Yeah, 93 right there, DN position. That's Jordan May, I believe.
Jordan May.
93 instead of 99. He did a great job getting rid of his blocker, and he was right there for the running back.
They keep changing Jordan's number on me. And here is Solzman now after a loss, 2nd down 11. Looks, play action fake, and he's being rushed. Had to get rid of the ball, and nice defense knocked it away from Connor Niles, and that was Wilmer Cole.
Cole doing a great job, but look at that. Hemmelgarn was able to destroy that offensive line, was right in Salzman's grill as he was getting rid of that ball, and so it might have been off target, but Cole was right there too. This defense has shown up early today.
They have 4 defensive linemen down. There is Ferrer looking, dances, throws over the middle, and there's a catch made at the 35. That's Boswell inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. No, it's Duke Blackwell, check it, 10 rather than 19, and 1st and 10, the Cougars on the move again.
Again, Blackwell doing a great job dragging across the middle. The defender was behind him. Ferrer put it right on the money, and Blackwell did a fine job. Did you see that, Joe? He had 2 hands around that ball going across the middle. And so, again, a great job. Good fundamentals on display there.
A year ago, Green gashed Morningside, 25 carries for 296 yards. Tries to sweep to the right side, has some running room, steps out of a tackle, steps out of another, inside the 10, and still on his feet. Or did he step out of bounds? They blow the whistle. But I tell you what, that reminded me so much of a run we saw last year at Reinhardt when I thought he was down. He wasn't.
He wasn't. That's right. He was so close, tiptoeing and dancing around that sideline. He must have caught a heel on the far side of the field down at the 10. But look at this. They're back inside the red zone.
Remember, this was a game a year ago. Morningside had the early 20-0 lead, so it is a 60-minute game, regardless what happens on this possession. 6:16 remaining in the opening quarter. The Cougars have been impressive, leading at 7-0, trying to expand to that lead. Ferrer, quick snap, looks, dances, throws to the right. That one, a diving attempt. Does they have a touchdown? What a play!
Oh my!
Touchdown! I think that's Boswell.
I think it is Boswell.
That one on 4th down for 16 yards, a pass, Sean. Boswell was not even in the picture. There was a defender for Morningside, and Boswell never left his eyes off the ball, dove for it, and kept it off the turf. Touchdown, USF.
Wow. Boy, oh boy, what a throw there. It went low. He had to scrape it off that turf, rolls over, and he's got the ball in the breadbasket. The call stands, and another 6 points on the board for the Cougars.
And, Sean, that's where you've got to have communication between passer and receiver, because that one, Ferrer had to know what Boswell was going to try to do. He just left it low and well off of him, and Sean dove for the ball and caught it off the turf. You know, we've got a new kicker out there, and I wonder if Gavin Gardner was hurt. This is a deep kick, though, and driving Berg back inside the 10. Works to the middle of the field, working to the right side across the 15. He won't get to the 20. Good downfield coverage that time. I believe that was Malachi Mannion down there. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs, working now from left to right.
Yeah, so Mannion did a fine job there in open field. Even had a blocker there, but was able to shake him off and make a nice stick and really stop that run.
On the wing to the left side, motion by Berg, right to left behind the line of scrimmage. Solzman looks, hands to Jenkins. This time, Cougars were waiting for him at the pass. Hey, there was Jamison.
Yeah, we're talking about him. He's having a game. And that time he got into the backfield, was almost there at the mesh point, but he just came in and clobbered that running back. Tackle for loss for Jamisic, number 97.
Jamisic leads the Cougars with 5 sacks. He also leads with 8 quarterback hurries. Addison Ross on the wing to the right side. Play action fake. Solzman over the middle. Tip ball incomplete. Somebody got it right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, it looks like Pearson Harnish was able to get a big paw up there and knock it down. So an incomplete pass. And now, after the tackle for loss from Jamisic and the incomplete pass, Morningside's hurting again. It comes up 3rd and 12.
Here's Ferrer from the right side hash mark. Looks to Green again. Running room up the middle. He's got behind the defense. 45-40. 35-30. Cuts to the outside. Inside the 20-yard line. Running out of steam and get out of bounds. And there's a penalty flag.
Yep.
And there'll be extra yardage. It'll be half the distance to the goal for St. Francis. 1st and goal.
Well called. I believe that's going to be an unsportsmanlike or roughing penalty right there, as he was trotting out of bounds and took a shot. Landed about 7 yards outside of the playing field right there. But what a tremendous job interiorly. And Sean Boswell kept his block in the open field for about 40 yards and gave Green an additional 10 to 12 yards.
That's about a 55-yard run plus.
Oh, wait.
They calling that the other way?
They are saying that that is against University of St. Francis, and specifically Dan Rixey.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, my.
In various positions now. Here's Green looking, dances to his left, and he will score. Justin Green officially from 7 yards out, and the Cougars offensively are making it look easy in this first quarter.
Boy, they sure are. Hats off to the big uglies up front. You're talking about Holcomb, Gamble, Smoger, Shoemaker, and Woods just making mincemeat of this defensive front four for Morningside.
Time of the score at 30.8 seconds in this first quarter. Solzman motion a little bit. Now they reset. Tandem receivers. Play action fake. Here's Solzman looking. Throws over the middle. Looking for Berg. He's got him down. And that ball knocked away. It was a little bit underthrown, and Wilmer Cole laid out with both hands and knocked it down.
Watching that ball sail, looking downfield, I thought Wilmer Cole was, boy, he was beat. But he was tracking the ball. That's all he was doing. He knew exactly where that ball was going to be. Was able to get both hands on it and just knocked it down. And he's a good one. He is very skilled and fast.
Now 3 wide to the right. Bad snap over the head. Solzman's it's Jenkins, and then he's separated. Knocked down inside the 20, back to the 17. That was Lee Stewart that wrapped up. But what a big loss for Morningside.
Wow, that snap was well over the head of Solzman. Going back to get it was his running back, Bubba Jenkins. He picked the ball up and thought he might have a chance with it. No, sir, absolutely not. As Lee Stewart was right there slashing in and dropped him.
Now it's 3rd down and 27. The ball spotted back inside the 20-yard line of the Mustangs. 3 wide to the right. Here Solzman screens the ball. It's got a catch. Yeah, but that's only for the gain back to the 17 or 18-yard line. It'll be 4th down and really, really long. They'll have to punt the ball away again.
That is one of the best plays that I've seen Dutton actually perform right there. He had a man on. There was a bonnet on him, and he shed that tackle, went back inside to get the receiver, and stuffed him. Wow, what a play.
And 3 wide to the left side as Solzman wants to screen the ball. He's got Berg in the middle, steps out of a tackle, and spun around and dropped. Cougars stayed with that play very nicely, and that's a loss. Back around the 33-yard line.
Lee Stewart to mop things up right there. He was trying to break to the sidelines, get out there, and finally go north and south. Lee Stewart was right there with a great tackle and just dropped him there at the hash mark.
1st and 10, 34 seconds remains. Cougars dropping off and cover. Solzman pump fake, throws to the right. He's got a man out there. The ball was not caught.
He had it. It was separated. Big number 4 that time came in. Lee Stewart knocked the ball away from the receiver. That was a big play right there.
I think they were trying to go to Connor Niles. Once again, he's not been all that much of an impact so far today, but comes in with 89 catches. That's 2nd best among all NAIA receivers. And you just got to believe he'll be heard from yet today. 2nd down and 15 now. Ball back at the Mustang 35. Here's Salzman being pressured, tripped up, got away. Now comes back to his left, throws it away over the middle, and that one falls in. Boy, I tell you what, he just threw up a Hail Mary.
That he did. Wow, that was dangerous. They got lucky on that one.
Third and 15.
Only silver helmets around where that ball was about to drop, but they couldn't get to it. Now it's going to be third down and long. Clock stopped with 19. Lee Stewart, Blake Schumacher back deep in cover 2 for the Cougars. And here's Salzman giving ground, loads up, throws to the right side. He's got a man open downfield, and that ball in and out of the hands. Connor Niles had it on his fingertips for a moment at the 15, could not hold on.
Wilmer Cole doing a fine job with the tracking down that receiver that time, was right there with him. And also helping that time was number 4, Lee Stewart.
Cougar 47-yard line.
Cover 2 defensively for the Mustangs as Ferrer wants to throw again. Lows over the middle, and he's got to get Boswell wide open. Straight arms one, inside the 20, down to the 17 goes Sean Boswell.
Beautiful, no flags on the play. They are set up again inside the red zone. Boswell, they double-timed the seams that time, and Boswell over the middle was wide open. And what a play that was.
I was a little concerned, Sean, because Sean Boswell had his and the straight arm up around the face mask of Xavier Spann, but no penalty.
No.
Second down and goal from the 4-yard line. Here is a play action fake, a quick throw to the moment. Boswell with the touchdown catch. 4 yards, but the little play fake set it up.
That's exactly right. Beautifully executed right there. They brought in the lead blocker on the wing right, so the defense is thinking, check that lead blocker and get him out of the way. Play action executed beautifully. Boswell creates separation over the middle. Count it, 6 Cougars.
Cougars only there because of that fine downfield catch by Sean Boswell.
Thought the momentum would come out and be with Morningside. USF was able to answer, and here we go.
Emelgarn, kind of a squib kick, and he gets beyond Berg, back at the 6-yard line, picks it up, looks to run, and he's nailed. Never got to the 15. So the Cougars with downfield kick coverage and 6'5", 320-pound Eric Himmelgarn called on to be kickoff guy, and he responds.
Casey Call that time in there for special teams. Number 81 for USF delivered a huge shot and stuffed him right there at the 15. That's got to feel good.
Jenkins did run for the touchdown. And here is a run. Jenkins stacked up, didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. At the 19, he will lose yardage. It'll bring up third down.
You could see it develop. Jamesic right there. The guard and tackle were pulling to come and try and clear him out. And somehow he got in between them and just snuffed that hole immediately. Did a fine job getting that first down.
Best run of the day by Bubba Jenkins, 5'10", 205. And now they've got a sack on Solzma for the first time today. James Jamesic there.
Again, defensive end did not get sucked in. Jamesic saw the ball, went to the quarterback and kept his eye on him, was able to wrap him for a tackle for loss. That's a big one.
That'll take the ball back to midfield. Still 2 back, safeties back. Here's Ferrer looking to throw. And looking over the middle, looking for Boswell again. He's got the catch. Down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That time he beat Dion Claiborne.
We talked about it before, Gio, especially you. You said Boswell had to have a game. And so far he is on display. He has got the hands today, and he is beating those DBs and getting behind them. That was a beautiful throw and catch.
And credit Nick Ferrer with threading that ball down where Boswell just had to run underneath it. Kept his focus all the way down the middle of the field. That is where he is such a huge threat receiving the football. Solzma, empty backfield, 3 wide to the right. Short drop, looks, steps up, double pumps, throws over the middle. That ball's knocked away. Good defense by USF. Jurgensmeyer was the intended receiver.
Stan Jackson with a huge denial right there. Number 22 coming up big from his corner position. Followed his receiver, closed on the ball, separated it right at the point of attack. That was a textbook defensive back play right there.
I'll tell you, Sean, that's been one of the keys today for St. Francis. Yes, they've given up some yardage and balls, but I tell you what, by and large, the DBs have been their equal to the task.
They have.
1st and 10. Ferrer again looks to Green. Green, quick burst of speed. Second level, he's got a chance if he can keep it up inside the 20, 15, 10. mark it on the board. The Cougars with Green from 61 yards out and a touchdown to the house at the 9:27 mark. You needed a big play, you got it.
Oh, and who does it but Green? Unbelievable. That was what we needed right there. That is a huge shot in the arm. Stands are bedlam right now, and again, Justin Green gashes through the middle, off tackle left, goes back towards the middle, and he's in the house. 61 yards. Wow.
First and goal inside the 3. Here's Jenkins trying to nudge it in. Did not get in. In fact, they mark him down at about the 2.
Yeah, looks like a loss of 1 there. Again, they try the middle of the line, and nothing there once again.
Down by 31, Marcus Step.
3 players check out, 3 new players check in.
From the Cougar 2-yard line.
Forward Morningside. Trying to tie Amundsen. And the ball's not going to get there. It was not handled on the snap. And it remains 31-28 St. Francis with 5:20 remaining.
Oh my heavens, what a turn of events for USF right there. It was a bad hold, and they were not able to get it off cleanly. He had to take a re-step and just take a swipe at the ball, and it was no good by a long shot. Wow.
Green, the running back, as Ferrer out of the gun, wants to throw. Looks, screens the ball. Green's got it for 40. 45. He's got running room down to the 40-yard line. Cuts to the middle of the field to the 35-yard line. And USF looking good right now with 3:16 remaining.
Nick Shoemaker, the right tackle out there, did his job to perfection. He pulled out there, was a lead blocker for Green, and he stuck that open field block. Very athletic play for the 6'3", 266-pound sophomore.
Joel Kotzer down on one knee, slow getting up. Ferrer actually comes over to minister to him a little bit. Kotzer now back up, and whatever was the problem, hands on hips, he's coming off the field under his own power. Now no timeouts remaining for Morningside. They will have all 11 men within about 6-7 yards of the line of scrimmage. And here's Ferrer, gives to Green. Green, a burst of speed, cuts to the outside. He's got a chance. He will score a diving touchdown into the left corner of the end zone. Icing on the cake. Cougars going back to Florida.
Oh my heavens. Once again, we talk about Justin Green. Just when you think he's down, just when you think there's nothing left, he takes that hop step, he evades, he twists, and he runs to the house. Another 6 points on the board for USF. Warm up the vocal cords because the fat lady's about to sing.
37-28. Like a salmon upstream. Here's Solsma, empty backfield. Throws over the middle, looking, nobody home. Intercepted at the 37-yard line. Here's Stan Jackson. Jackson cuts middle of the field. Gets by 1. Go to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. Looking to the house. Touchdown, Stan Jackson. Adding icing to the cake with 59.9 seconds to play.
Break out the chain for Stan Jackson. It was his idea in the first place, and he gets to wear the turnover chain. Stan Jackson with an exclamation point on the game. They bring it over to the sidelines. There's the chain. He's going to put it on and stand on top of the bench, surrounded by that defense. There it is. There it is, right there. Pick 6 by Stan Jackson.
You know, people are going to look at the score and they're going to say, yeah, ho-hum. Cougars at home, 43-28. Tell you what, this was anybody's ball game, Sean, until that missed field goal.
That's precisely right. Yeah, and who knew that that would be the catalyst for St. Francis to finish this way and this strong. What a game this has been.
When you're number one, everybody brings their A game against you, and the Cougars minus key personnel today. Still, here comes Amundsen now. Looks and bounces the ball high. That one takes a high bounce. Free ball, scramble for it. I think Morningside's got it with 15 seconds remaining. They have it at the USF 49. Now, St. Francis thinks they've got it. It's Pearson Harnish. Let's see. It is St. Francis ball.
That's it.
They took a while. I thought, is that Boswell?
Boswell.
Who else?
Comes up
Who else?
Oh, wow.
One of the smallest guys out there. By the way, it looks like Jurgensmeyer injured on that scrum at the USF 48.
Well, a couple guys, too. It looks like Rixey's coming up hobbled as well.
Well, the good news, I guess you got a couple of weeks to heal.
You got to
up.
heal. You bet. So USF can just take a knee here, Joe.
And that's it. It's in the books. Now the knee is taken, and that will do it. But Morningside, they never gave up in this contest. But it's St. Francis with a return date to Daytona Beach, Florida in 2 weeks at 6 o'clock at Municipal Stadium. Final seconds checking off the clock, and it's the Cougars still ranked number 1 and still undefeated. They'll take a 13-0 record to Daytona Beach, Florida with them.
With 33 carries, good for 234 yards, 34 receiving yards on 3 catches. Number 17, Justin Green, the St. Francis Cougars. For our defensive player of the game, we have co-winners today. The first winner from the University of St. Francis, number 41, Wilmer Cole. And the co-winner, along with Wilmer Cole, also from the University of St. Francis, number 98, Eric Humongous.